Football Club Copenhagen is a professional Danish football club in Copenhagen, Denmark. FC Copenhagen plays in the Danish Superliga and is the most successful club in Danish football. It is also the highest-ranking Scandinavian club in the UEFA team rankings list, currently the 45th best club in Europe. The club is also currently ranked as the 43rd best club in the world by the IFFHS. FC Copenhagen has won 10 Danish Superliga championships, 5 Danish Cup trophies, and the Scandinavian tournament Royal League twice. They qualified for the 2006 Euro 07 edition of the UEFA Champions League, the first time in the club's history. 3 years later they became the first Danish club to ever reach the knockout stage of the Champions League. Copenhagen was founded in 1992, through the amalgamation of 15-time Danish football champions Kjøbenhavns Boldklub and 7-time Danish football champions Boldklubben 1903. Copenhagen plays its matches at the Telia Parken, which also serves as the venue for Denmark national football team matches. Since its founding, Copenhagen has had a fierce rivalry with Copenhagen suburban club Brøndby IF, and the so-called new firm games between the two sides have attracted some of the biggest crowds in Danish football history. Early success. Football Club Copenhagen is, in many ways, both an old and a new club. Even though the club was established in 1992, it is rooted in more than 100 years of club tradition. The club's first team represents two separate clubs, Kjøbenhavns Boldklub founded in 1876 and Boldklubben 1903 founded in 1903. The two Copenhagen clubs merged their first teams to found Copenhagen on July 1, 1992. Copenhagen used Boldklubben's club license to play in the Danish Superliga Championship, while Kjøbenhavns Boldklub became the official reserve team of the club. With the rebuilding of the Parken Stadium, Denmark's national team stadium, the new club had a modern stadium to play at from the beginning. The initial ambition of the club was to continually qualify for one of the European competitions each season. To reach this goal, the club needed a solid economy, a relatively big fan base, and an attractive and positive style of football. The club was managed by Benny Johansson and started the club's maiden season well. FCK made its first appearance in the European tournaments when it beat Swiss team Grasshoppers R1 Kortrijk to a Euro 1 in the 1992 UEFA Intertoto Cup. FCK won the Intertoto Cup that year and qualified for the UEFA Cup, where it was eliminated in the second round by French team Auxerre. The club won the 1992 Euro 93 Superliga season 1 point ahead of Odense BK and 2 points ahead of third-place Brøndby IF. For the 1993 Euro 94 Superliga season, expectations were high. The season opened with a 0-6 thrashing at the hands of Italian team AC Milan in the 1993 Euro 94 UEFA Champions League qualification. FCK went on winter break after the first half of the Superliga season in third place. In the spring of 1994, FC Copenhagen gained on leading team Silkeborg IF. In the penultimate match of the season, the two teams met at the Parken Stadium. In front of a record-setting attendance of 26,679, FCK won the match for a Euro 1. The club was 1 point ahead of Silkeborg, but because FCK lost 3-2 to Odense BK in the final game of the season, it had to settle for second place. Years of underachievement. For the next 3 seasons, Copenhagen had little success in the Superliga, even though it won 2 Danish Cup trophies. Copenhagen won the 1995 Cup final against Akademisk Boldklub with a 5-0 win, qualifying for European football once again, despite mediocre results in the league. Kim Brink took over as manager in 1996, but despite winning the second cup trophy for the club, the 8th-place finish in the 1996 Euro 97 Superliga season prompted another change in managers. Flemming Østergaard joins the board. In February 1997, Flemming Østergaard, later given the ironic nickname Donner, joined the board of the club as vice-chairman and CEO. In November 1997, Copenhagen was introduced on the Copenhagen Stock Exchange successfully IPO, generating 75 Danish kroner a million. The 1997 Euro 98 season marked the first season that Copenhagen averaged more than 10,000 spectators at home, and the club bought their Stadium Parken for 138 Danish kroner a million in June 1998. The self-acclaimed best manager in Denmark Christian Andersen began managing the club in January 1999. After 75 controversial days, however, Andersen was fired in March 1999, sports director Niels Christian Holmström explaining Andersen had created frustration among the players. In 1999, Copenhagen made its impact so far on the European tournaments when the club faced Chelsea FC in the second round UEFA Cup Winners' Cup. In the first leg at Stamford Bridge, Jan Goldbæk gave Copenhagen the lead, 9 minutes before the end, but Chelsea scored in the last minute of the game. Chelsea won the second game at Parken with a goal by the Dane Brian Laudrup. At the post-match press conference, it was announced that Chelsea's Brian Laudrup was signing with Copenhagen from January 1999, with Jan Goldbæk signing for Chelsea. A four-time Danish Player of the Year award winner, Brian Laudrup could not help Copenhagen improve their league position, and the season ended with the club at 7th place in the 1998 Euro 99 Superliga season. Laudrup only stayed for 6 months at the club before signing for Ajax Amsterdam at the end of the season. In the 1999 Euro 2000 season, FC Copenhagen struggled to make any significant impact and finished 8th in the league. Champions again, in the winter 2000 transfer window, South African striker Sibusiso Zuma was signed from South African side Orlando Pirates, and in May 2000, English manager Roy Hodgson became the new manager. From the 2000 Euro 01 season, the club started to improve. The club won its second Superliga championship, winning 3 Euro 1 in the last new firm match of the season, at the Parken Stadium. The 2 Euro 0 goal was a bicycle kick by Zuma, who received the ball at his chest, where he bounced it in the air, and in the same motion executed the overhead kick, volleying the ball into the far corner, out of Brøndby keeper Mogens Krof's reach. This was voted the Danish Goal of the Year, and was voted the best Superliga goal of the decade in December 2009 and was in 2013 voted as the greatest moment in the history of FC Copenhagen. Hodgson broke his contract with Copenhagen a few weeks after having won the championship, signing with Italian team Udinese Calcio, and he was replaced by Swede Kent Carlson. Copenhagen faced Italian team Lazio in the UEFA Champions League qualification, but a 2 Euro 1 win in the first game was not enough, as Lazio won with a 5 Euro 3 aggregate score. Copenhagen entered the UEFA Cup, where it defeated Dutch club Ajax Amsterdam 1 Euro 0 on a goal by left-back Niklas Jensen. In the next round, German team Borussia Dortmund eliminated Copenhagen. The 2001 Euro 02 Superliga season ended in disappointment for Copenhagen. Brøndby won the championship on goal difference, after Copenhagen had caught up with Brøndby's 10-point lead after the first half of the season. In the second-to-last round of the 2002 Euro 03 Superliga season, Copenhagen faced Brøndby at Brøndby Stadium. In extra time, Jordan Rigard scored his first goal for Copenhagen and brought the championship back to Parken. In the Champions League second qualifying round in 2004 Euro 05, Copenhagen won the first match against ND Gorica 2 Euro 1 but later lost at Parken 0 Euro 5. Under Back, Copenhagen went on to win the 2004 and 2006 Danish Championships and the 2004 Danish Cup. FC Copenhagen also won the inaugural 2004 Euro 05 edition of the Royal League Tournament, beating Swedish team IFK Paragraph-Göteborg on penalty shootout in the 2005 final. Copenhagen repeated the achievement in the 2006 edition of the tournament, this time beating Norwegian team Lillestrøm MSK. Won a Euro 0 in the 2006 final. Back became the longest-serving coach for Copenhagen, before leaving the club in December 2005. Former Copenhagen player Ståle Solbakken took over as manager. European ambitions. For the 2006-07 season, Copenhagen was reinforced by Danish national team player Jesper Grønkjær. Copenhagen looked forward to the 2006 UEFA Champions League qualifiers, where it beat Ajax Amsterdam. For the first time in the club's history, Copenhagen entered the group stage of the Champions League, being grouped with Scottish club Celtic FC, Portuguese club SL Benfica and Manchester United from England. All former winners of the trophy. Despite not losing a game at home in Parken, Copenhagen failed to qualify from the Champions League group stage after losing all its away games. On May 9 Copenhagen beat Brøndby 1-0 and won its fifth Danish championship in 7 years with 4 games to go in the tournament. In the 2007-08 season Copenhagen lost the third qualification round of the Champions League with a 1-3 aggregate score to Benfica. After beating RC Lens 3-2, Copenhagen qualified for the group stages of the UEFA Cup, where it played Panathinaikos FC, FC Lokomotiv Moscow, Atletico Madrid and Aberdeen. Copenhagen lost to Panathinaikos and Madrid, but a win against Moscow meant that the club needed only a draw against Aberdeen to qualify for the next round. However, a 0-4 defeat to Aberdeen put them out of the tournament. Copenhagen finished third in the league, with Årby taking the title. In the 2008-09 season Copenhagen started well. The team qualified for the UEFA Cup group stage by eliminating Cliftonville, Lillestrøm MSK and FC Moscow. Copenhagen lost at home to Saint-Étienne and drew 1-1 against Valencia. With a 1-1 draw against Rosenborg BK and a win over Club Brugge, Copenhagen qualified for Spring 2009 playoffs where it drew 2-2 in the first leg of the round of 32 against Manchester City on February 19, 2009. The club lost 1-2 in the second leg, a loss that ended its European season. In the domestic league, Copenhagen battled for first place with Brøndby and Odense BK. Eventually Copenhagen won the cup final against Årby and claimed the league title with only 1 game left in the tournament, thus securing the double for the second time in the club's history. 2010 proved to be yet another European success. Even though the team lost the 2009 Euro-10 UEFA Champions League playoff match to Apoel Nicosia with a 2-3 aggregate score, the team had already qualified to the Europa League group stage by eliminating FK Mogren and Stabæk. Copenhagen lost away to CFR Cluj, 1-0 at home against AC Sparta Prague, 0-1 away loss against PSV, and by beating CFR Cluj at home 2-0 and 3-0 away over AC Sparta Prague, Copenhagen qualified for Spring 2010 Europa League round of 32 to face Olympique Marseille. The match-up, however, resulted in 2-1-3 losses for Copenhagen, thus eliminating them from the 2009 Euro 2010 Europa League. The qualification for the 2010 Euro 11 UEFA Champions League was secured by beating Bate Borisov and Rosenborg BK. The team entered the group stage in Group D and met FC Barcelona, Panathinaikos and Rubin Kazan. After a 3-1 win against Panathinaikos in their last group stage match, they qualified for the 1/8 finals and thus became the first Danish club to go through to the last 16 in the UEFA Champions League, where they were defeated by Chelsea. FC Copenhagen won the 2012-13 Danish Superliga, and took a direct place in the group stage of the 2013-14 UEFA Champions League. The team entered the group stage in Group B and met Real Madrid, Juventus and Galatasaray. The club secured 4 points by drawing 1-1 against Juventus at home, and winning at home, 1-0 against Galatasaray after a great goal by Daniel Braaten. The club however conceded its first ever Champions League group stage home defeat ever, falling 0-2 to Real Madrid in the last round of the group stage. FC Copenhagen finished the 2013-14 Danish Superliga in second place, after having been in third place for numerous weeks. A 3-2 away win against FC Midtjylland saw them closing in on the second place. In the last round of the league, Copenhagen beat Odense Boldklub 3-2 at home, and whilst Midtjylland lost their game 3-1, then Copenhagen managed to seize the second place and thus earning a very profitable spot in the qualifying round of the 2014-15 UEFA Champions League. After a busy summer transfer window with numerous new players arriving at the club, was FC Copenhagen drawn against the Ukrainian outfit Dniprodnepropetrovsk in the third qualifying round of the 2014-15 UEFA Champions League. Stadium. FC Copenhagen owns its stadium, the national arena Telia Parken. It was built in 1992, the same year the club was founded. Until the stadium opened in September 1992, the club played its first home matches at the smaller Østerbro Stadion, which is located adjacent to Telia Parken. Telia Parken has 38,065 seats, 4,000 fewer seats than the original capacity of 42,305. Supporters. After 2000, the club has regularly attracted the highest attendances in Scandinavia. The official fan club, FC Kjøbenhavn Fan Club, has of March 2009, more than 20,000 members. FCKFC was founded on October 24, 1991, approximately half a year before FCK played its first match. Furthermore, there are many unofficial factions connected to Copenhagen, and the biggest are Urban Crew, Copenhagen Cooligans and Copenhagen Casuals. These are also reported to have friendships with fractions from Hamburger SV, Rangers FC and Helsingborgs IF. For the 2006-07 season there were 23,795 spectators on average. For many years the lower part of the C stand at Telia Parken, Nedre C, has been the main stand for the supporters of Copenhagen. In 2006 a part of the lower B stand was made a fan section and named Section 12 and Stemmingstrøben. Honours. Superliga, Champions, 1993, 2001, 2003, 2004, 2006, 2007, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2013, runner-up, 1994, 2002, 2005, 2012. 2014 third-placed, 1998, 2008. DBU for Kellen, winners, 1995, 1997, 2004, 2009, 2012, runner-up, 1998, 2002, 2007, 2014. Danish League Cup, winners, 1996, runner-up, 2005, 2006. Danish Super Cup, winners, 1995, 2001, 2004. Aristod Cup, winners, 2000, 2002. Kings Cup, winners, 1994. European Honours, Royal League, winners, 2004 a Euro 05, 2005 a Euro 06, runner-up, 2006 a Euro 07. Copa del Sol, runner-up, 2012. The Atlantic Cup, winners, 2014. UEFA Club Coefficient Ranking, as of June 26, 2014, source, UEFA.com website, players, current squad, note, flags indicate national team as defined under FIFA eligibility rules. Players may hold more than one non-FIFA nationality. Players out on loan, note. Flags indicate national team as defined under FIFA eligibility rules. Players may hold more than one non-FIFA nationality. Reserves and youth teams, CFC Copenhagen Reserves and Youth Team, Captains, FC Copenhagen All-Stars. In 2014 32,000 fans participated in a fan vote selecting their 11 all-time favorite FC Copenhagen players. Johan Willand, Zdenek Posbek, Breed Hangeland, Michael Gravard, Oscar Wendt, Tobias Linderoth, Atiba Hutchinson, Christian Poulsen, Sebusius Ozuma, Damon Dwa, Jesper Gra Nkjar. Full list of former players. For full list of players, see List of FC Copenhagen players.